Hi, Ryan, can you hear me? I can't hear anything from my iPad. I don't know what's the problem here.
Hi, morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. We're all set. Nari, you can go ahead.
Okay, can you hear my voice, everyone? Hello, nice. Good, maybe some people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, everyone, can you hear my voice? Hello, hello. So nice to see you all. This is the first next generation program, the first meeting of the next generation program. Shake your hand. Hello, everyone. So this is not intensive session. This is very relaxed session. And in the beginning of the next generation program, we explore how we can work together. And what we are going to do, what we are going to do today is, I want to share my PowerPoint slide. Can you see my PowerPoint slide? Okay, good. So I'm going to welcome with Jane, welcome you guys. And after that, we are going to talk about what is the next generation residency program and how it fits to the ASTEJ international version. After that, number 3, what do we do in this online? This online one is very tricky, to be honest, so struggled every time. So what we can do in this online next generation residency program. After that, number 4, I want you to introduce yourself, who you are, what do you do in the field of TYA theater for young audiences. So after that, number 5, hopefully we have some EC members, executive committee of ASTEJ. So I want to ask them to talk about themselves and some comment, advice to this new emergent TYA artist. And finally, I want, probably you have some questions, so we will answer your questions. That's the structure, basic structure. Okay. Good. So again, nice to see you. I'm very, very glad. 2 years ago, no, almost half an 1 hour ago, we started like who want to join this World Congress and Next Generation program, and we got lots of application forms, and we selected very carefully, and then we choose you guys. So I'm very, very glad to see you all. Thank you very much for joining this. Jane, would you want to say something?
Thank you so much, Nari. Hi, everyone. My name is Jane Batsoffen. I'm from South Africa. I'm one of the Next Generation alumni, and I will explain that a little bit later. But absolutely a very warm welcome to you wherever you are, whenever you are in terms of your time zone. And just welcome across. Not all of our next generation people could be here today, and this is one of the challenges of the program, but we have people in our program from Ireland, Nigeria, Sweden, Hong Kong, Iran, South Korea, Nepal, Singapore, Vietnam, China, and Japan. And it's a very exciting mix, especially because it's from countries we don't get to see often or talk about with often. So we're very excited with these participants. I'd also just like you to know that there is live audio captioning for those who need it. It is in English, but it is there and available if you'd like to click on your little live transcript button at the bottom. And as Nori says, it's a very relaxed session. I know sometimes a lot of us can get a little bit nervous, especially when the EC are present or when people we admire are present in the online space. but this is really our moment to just give an insight into who we are and what we're doing in this incredibly crazy time. So thank you for joining us, to the Next Generation participants and also to everyone else from the wider community.
Thank you, Jane. And now I'm going to introduce what Next Generation is. Luis, I'm going to talk about briefly the history of the Next Generation program between 2008 and 2014. But after that, I'm not sure what's happened to Next Generation program. Can you talk about latest information about Next Generation later?
Yes, I can try.
So in my time, I was 12. Can you see my PowerPoint slide?
Can you make it full screen, Nori?
This one?
Yes, perfect. There we go.
So I attended the first Next Generation program 2008. And I also worked as a coordinator 2011 and 2014. And so first Next Generation program, there were 23 artists from 70 countries. And this program was took place like for 3 years. But after that, we decided to do every year. And the third Next Generation, the second one took place in Japan, Okinawa. The third one took place in Linz, Austria. Fourth one took place India. Fifth one took place Poland. And after that, many countries like China, South Africa, of course, last time. And well, until 2014, in total, 93 young and emergent artists from 41 countries attended the Next Generation, the past Next Generation program. But of course, this number already increased. And program usually what we do in this program, so these artists from different countries watch show together, attend lectures, symposia and forum, take part in workshop. They also work with children and young people at school and share their experience with each other, and sometimes write and produce plays, short plays. Like a watching show, there are different level, local level, or like this time, Ashi World Congress took place in Japan, so Japanese level or Asian level or more diverse international level of performance. And in terms of lecture, symposia, forum, many different ones. Like, well, let's check real programs later. And yeah, we did workshop. And sometimes we visit schools to give some drama lessons. And the most important part of the Next Generation program is you guys share your experiences with other as a friend, and you discover a lot of things like, in this country, theater for young audience is recognized as like this. But in his country, in her country, TYA is recognized in totally different way, and that's that kind of learnings give you lots of surprise, and your way of looking at the world becomes really bigger and wider. And yes, and you see Japanese guy using tambourine, musical instrument, and she's Iranian. She used Iranian puppet to create a short performance. But this is already international collaboration, which is very, very attractive. And yeah, another creation. And after the end of next generation program, some people still keep communication. Then later they create a production, they create a performance together sometime, which is also very exciting, I think. And well, this is something we lose this time. But when you go to the actual festival, we eat together, drink together until quite late night, and keep chatting and playing. I mean, if you have a, I mean, after this COVID, after the end of this pandemic, let's meet together again anyway. Yeah, and I want to share a video, like. Thank you very much. And Luis and actually Jen, can you add some more information about the next generation after 2014? What happened actually?
I would love to invite Louis to speak to that and also to the greater vision and context of how the Next Gen program is actually part of ASITEJ. So Louis, can I welcome you to the online platform?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I just had a connection issue. So welcome today and to this program. My name is Louis Valente, and I am the Secretary General of ASITEJ International and part of the ASITEJ Executive Committee that consists of 15 members from all over the world. This is your very first meeting for most of you with this association. And I think it might be as difficult for you to understand what this association is as the live captioning, because you can see that it cannot say ASITEJ. But it is, but ASITEJ, ASSITEJ, is the World Association of Theatre for Children and Young People. And it is an association of members, mostly of artists, but also scholars, critics, journalists, drama pedagogues, festival directors, and all other people who are passionate about the performing arts for children and young people. It is an association with a very long history, and has existed for more than 50 years and has developed to be a global association and a global community and movement, I would say, of passionate people that together try to make every day more inspiring and diverse performing arts for children, and work for the broader society to understand why this is important, and also to create actual meetings between the performing arts and our audiences, the children and young people, in festivals, in performances. Yeah, and it's a very, you can already see now, I think, that it's a community with a very special identity, and also it's a very open community, but it's also a community with a lot of the words that you don't understand in the beginning, like the EC, that is the Executive Committee of ASITEJ. And I think we are 3 persons here from the Executive Committee. Sue Giles from Australia, who's our Vice President, and the leader of a theater called Polyglot. And we have Kenjiro Otani from Japan, who also runs a company in Japan, Company Ma. And I am not running a company, I'm running the offices, but I'm very much connected to the performing arts on a daily basis through my family, through my past experiences, and through all the people that I work with. The Next Generation program was created to open the doors for the International Association for New People, like you.
I think sound issue.
Yeah, Louis frozen on my side as well.
Yeah. Can I invite either maybe Sue or Kenjiro, if you feel comfortable sharing about how the Next Generation program fits into the greater
Many
vision?
of these people are now
coming
very
back.
active. I will stop my camera to see if I have better connection. And the program has also been very successful in bringing the energy of new people in the room every time. So it's a great pleasure for us to have you here, and I hope you can understand and we together can find a way of how to make a meaningful exchange between artists in an online program. And you're very welcome to reach out to us, especially Jane and James and Nori, whenever that you need help. And I'll already now like to say thank you to Nori, Jane and James for all the work they have done to make this possible.
You too, Luis. Thank you. And Ryan for technical stuff.
Thank you so much, Louis, just for giving that context. And it's a really interesting time because, as Nori says, we're not in person where we normally do the eating and the drinking and the late night partying and discussions. And even, for example, last year when I was involved in Next Generation, we lived together. We stayed in little homes together and slept in the same rooms. We got very familiar with each other very quickly. And in a sense, I think this also speaks to the context that we're in, right? There's a seeming of a loss or a missing or a grieving for our industry in some way. And that is part of it. And I think it's important to acknowledge it. And that we are in different boats for some of us. Some people are able to make theater again, some people aren't. And I think that will definitely be part of our discussions and just reiterates how important this next generation is, both for artists who are going to be creating work in this very interesting time, as well as the children who are living through this time and what it means for them to have that personal connection, that play, the space to imagine collectively. And for us to think about what that may look like. And I'm very excited about that. So Nori, I'd just like to also speak to the fact that I am an alumni. And that means that I was part of Next Generation, I want to say last year. That's a very dangerous thing to say because my brain's clearly skipped 2020 out. But in 2019, myself and James, who is sadly not able to be here with us today, but we were participants of the Next Generation program in Kristiansand in Norway. And we had the most incredible time together. And it was very special. And we were asked, and really privileged to be asked to be the alumni to lead this program. And that's how it works. And I really love the concept of that people experience the program and then the next generation lead the program going forward. And it creates a real sense of community. And you'll notice there's the Asitesh community, there are pockets of other communities around, and then there's the next generation community as well. So you are part of it already. And I look forward to sharing the next 10 days together. And I think with that, if it's okay, Nori, I'd like to lead into what this online Next Generation is going to look like.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you very much. But before that, you already asked Sue and Kenjiro to give some comments about, Next Generation things. Originally, we said in the last part, let's hear from EC members, but I think Sue is already ready to talk about that, I guess. So can you talk about the experience of the Next Generation program, if you don't mind?
Of course, if this is a good moment, I don't want to interrupt the flow. But this program is incredibly important, as Louis said, which is about the life of the association, but also about the constant need for new ideas and the constant need for new energy within the association. Because what we all fighting for and working for and what we all believe in is the value of this audience that we make work for. And certainly in my own context in Australia, we're still having to fight for that value. And so getting new emerging voices in who are starting to make work for this audience is incredibly important. around. And this is a brilliant way to bring people into the organization and into the association that have great energy, great insight, really different perspectives, and really different ways of doing things, different techniques, different imaginings of what theatre can be as well. So this constant opening is what this is all about. And I do really appreciate the alumni part of this, that all the conversations and like the challenges and the serious difficulties that have happened because of this program and through this program in the strangest of places, in countries that you don't understand the cultural context, and then coming together with guidance that's incredibly exciting. I think this challenge is a really particular one, but I know it can work really well. I know it can work in a really different way. And again, this difference is something that we're really going to really be interested in and follow and support as much as possible and learn from. So we're all very looking forward to how you invent this portal.
Thank you very much, Sue. And how about Kenjiro? Can you say something about your experience of the Next Generation program?
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Kenjiro Otani from Tokyo, Japan. Hi, and I am here because I used to be one of you as well. And then I'm gonna have to say this is actually unfortunate that you can't, meet in person. But I'm just hoping we would make the best out of this experience. Because probably you would have this unique one, which will be quite different from the ones we have experienced. So please take advantage of this advantage and make the best out of it. And I will be there to support whatever I can. And mostly has been said, so I'm not going to be long. But like I said, I'm here because I was one of you, and probably Nori knows also, as well, about my attendance with the Next Generation. I was in Okinawa in 2012, and we had this theme called Theater as Medicine, because it was right after the great earthquake that happened here in Japan. And we were seeking the ways if theater can be medicine for children and young people. And I think it is. And I think you are here again as well to find out what theater for children and young people can be good for children and young people in the world. And I'm gonna have to say that probably this is one of the best programs that ASHEJ can offer. And then Nori is the one who has also founded in the first place in Adelaide, if I remember correctly. Yes. So he would be a good mentor or facilitator with Jane and James that are also alumni. So good luck and enjoy your process. Thank you. ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
はい、どうも。
And I'm going to, let's talk about how we can use this online opportunity. And I send you the schedule. Jane, did you send you the schedule to the Next Generation people? Let's share. So today, now event 1, energy session, welcome and get together. So it's basically introduction to the Next Generation, and later I will ask you to do your self-introduction. And event 2, icebreaker by EC, that's already, the first session already happened this Well, for me this morning, I don't know for
Yes,
you.
we did. Mhm.
And the second one will come to, well, in my time, 9:30. So you may join this session. How do you explain this icebreaker session, Kenjiro, for example? I don't know the contents quite.
Yeah, sure. Well, this is this exactly icebreaker actually, which means, you know, there are quite a few people who would participate in the SSS Congress for the first time. So this would be a moment where we meet for the first time and kind of get to know each other. But we're not gonna do like be talking much. What are we gonna do is just playing games, like and finding out who we are.
Mm.
So it's kind of fun game thing, and we also have a little dance moment. That's what we did this morning. You know, we would bring some music from the countries of the participants. So I think it'll be fun. It's very short, and nothing to be serious to be about, or nothing to be nervous to be about. Yep.
Good, good. Thank you very much.
For sure.
And tomorrow, event 3, energy session. This means we will send you more personal Zoom ID, personal Zoom meeting ID, but more personal one. We will send it to you guys, then we can meet together through that ID to do more about. Let's talk. Jane, help. What do you want to do in this session?
Absolutely. I don't want to give too much away. I think that's also part and parcel. James and I have been talking about it. But for those of you who are here, James has requested that to that session tomorrow, may you bring puppets and musical instruments if you have them. If you don't have them, no panic. Don't worry about it. You don't have to search for them. But if they're in your home, whatever that puppet or that musical instrument may look like, whether it's a tambourine like Rio had, please bring that to that session. Both the session on the Tuesday, this NG session on the Tuesday, and the Wednesday, which I will be leading, is really a place for us to connect and get to know each other and our styles. How do we make theater? How do we think about theater? Who are our audiences? What are our challenges? What are our celebrations? And then we'll kind of go into what it's not quite speed dating, but speed creating, which we like to call it, where we're going to just be making together in a very relaxed, fun, and playful environment. Also dancing. I believe there should be dancing too.
Thank you. So in this energy session, we will do such things. And go back. Tuesday.
Sorry, Nori, we just got a wonderful question about why that people aren't seeing this on the official website or the Asitej landing page. And indeed, these are private sessions that are just for the next generation participants. So we can create a rather intimate and safe environment to play. But all our play sessions then will be shown at the very end. Nori will come to that. In our final day, we'll present what we've kind of been doing throughout the program.
Final presentation.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for asking that question.
So back. So number 3. So event 4, there will be opening ceremony. So you can, but this is broadcast online. So you can watch this by yourself. And Wednesday, day 3, we have another energy session. And day 4, this is kind of you can watch performances and attend workshop panels and conversation of your own selection. But most importantly, this event, this next generation program is granted by organization called Saison Foundation, and Saison asked us to kind of have a open forums. So I want to ask all of you, or if possible, all of you to attend this session. And I want to discuss, for example, first one, I want to discuss the role of TYA in the time of the pandemic with you and other participants. And some participants are from Japan, I guess. And day 5, the same structure, but there will be another open forum. The topic of this forum will be the role of TYA in not pandemic, sorry. This one, the second one will be the second one will be, the first one is the role of theater for young audience during pandemic times. The second one, March 26th, that will be how can theater for young audience help to overcome child poverty? Because, well, child poverty is no longer just a problem in developing country. Currently, child poverty is occurring in countries considered to be highly developed, including Japan. So we are one in 7 people is said to be in poverty. So I just want to discuss this with you guys. And the third one will take place on 29th March. The topic of this forum, public forum, will be what do we need in order to produce TYA production in a way that better embrace diversity. Well, theater, TYA and diversity. There are lots of different kinds of TYA. We need creativity to create a wide range of production. I want to get idea from your perspectives. Go back to the schedule. And day 6, there will be artistic encounter, another one. You can join this. And event 11, this is day 7 energy session. Again, Jane and James will facilitate this session. And another 29th, day 8, there will be another artistic encounter and another the third season forum. And the day 9, energy network, the future of the energy network. Next generation is a bit complicated. There are 2 kinds of next generation. Next generation residency program, which is this one. And another one is next generation network. And this will be facilitated by maybe, Kenjiro, do you know who facilitates this? Nina?
Nina and yeah, Nina.
Okay, Nina.
I'll be there as well.
Okay, Nina from England, she is also the first who attended the first next generation program 2008. She will facilitate this session. Do you know what she will do in this?
Yeah, actually what we are going to do is to make reports of the previous activities since 2008 and 2008, sorry. And so we would show like some videos and some reports from different next generation programs. And one of them was, was happening here in Tokyo. So I would also be presenting something as well.
Okay. So if you attend this session, you will see the whole history of the next generation program.
Kind of, yeah.
And event 15, mentorship session. We want to invite some more EC members, and we want to create an opportunity to exchange dialogue between these new next generation members and EC members. But I mean, I'm not sure, we are not sure who which EC members are available at this moment. I'm discussing this with Luis at this moment. So
this session also, why we haven't confirmed is we first want to get a sense of who our next gen participants are and what their interests are and what questions they really want to have. So that's why our first sessions together are so important. So once we get a sense of that, then we can start to approach both EC members and maybe some theater programmers or theater practitioners that might interest you. Again, a very informal space to just ask questions and have conversations.
Okay, good. And event 16, this is very important final presentation. We will show the outcome of this next generation program to the public. So towards this goal, we need something very, how to say, fixed, or something very creative work, or manifest, or I don't know. I mean, we need to explore what we can do towards this end. And event 17, this one is closing ceremony, but this will you will join this by yourself. That's the structure of this online next generation program. Do you want to add, Jane? Do you want to add something more, or fine? Okay, but I mean, I think participant guys, you may have some question. If you have a question, we can answer. Do you have anyone has question about this structure? Or okay. Good. So shall we move to self-introduction part? Okay. So Jen, should I start as you
I
said?
I think we should both. Yeah. So Nora, if you'd like to go first, then I'll go first, just to warm up the room, so we don't put any next gen straight on the spot, and then we'll open it up.
And I know people are silent and quite, you know, when you are silent, quite, how to say, boring or exhausted. So you can have you can ask a question anytime, or you can say your impression, or give me your word anytime from now on. So who am I? Well, 2008. At that moment, I was in England. I was studying TYA, Theatre for Young Audience, at university. At the same time, I was working at the theatre company called Unicorn Theatre in London. And at that moment, artistic director of Unicorn Theatre was Tony Graham. And he was interested in some Japanese cultures. And Tony Graham directed 2 Japanese performances. One is Twin Stars. In Japan, there is a famous children writer called Kenji Miyazawa. And Tony Graham was interested in this writer, children's writer, and he asked me to, because there was a lot of Japanese elements, he asked me to help his production. That's really the first opportunity for me to explore TYA. Since then, I kind of keep looking at TYA Theatre for Young Audience, at the same time applied theatre, including drama education. And what I'm doing at this moment, so who am I? So strange. Assistant professor at Professional College of Tourism and Art in Hyogo, and TYA director and drama teacher and researcher. So as a TYA director, well, not very often, sometimes I direct a performance performances based on Japanese story. And recent 2015, I created inclusive theater, and it's well, we didn't have lots of budget, so but try to create a sense of immersive theater, through this production. Also, 2017, I helped my friend Finnegan Krockmeyer, who is also attended the first Next Generation program. He is a children's play writer, and I translated You and Me and the Space Between from English to Japanese. It's about multiculturalism, and this production came to Japan because Japan is also getting more and more multicultural right now. And I also work as a drama teacher in Japan, and this picture was from when I was in England, actually. And as a researcher, I do research on history of TYA in Japan, and also TYA and social inclusion, and TYA and child poverty. I used to work theater museum before, so I collected lots of old material concerning TYA in Japan, and did exhibition about the history of TYA in Japan, as you can see from the pictures. And not only TYA, I also do research on drama education and applied theater. That is me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nari. So lovely to get to know these things. Thank you. My name is Jane Batsoffen. I am a theatre maker in South Africa, and I create my works from scratch collectively with the cast I choose. I'm also a theatre designer, a costume and stage designer, and I create very visual worlds. I am particularly interested and have dedicated the last 5 years, particularly to young audiences who are deaf, and I make shows for them in South African Sign Language. Incredibly visual worlds for them. I spent a lot of time thinking about what are the tactile qualities of the fabric on the performers. So if the kids touch them, what does it feel like? And as I say, that's been my focus for the last while, because in 2014 was my first introduction to Asitej, and I did an exchange program actually with Asitej Denmark, and that's where I met Louis before he was the Secretary General, if I'm correct. And that's when my world just really shifted, and I have not made work for adults since, and it's been really wonderful. As part of my introduction, I'd also like to let you know, I really like massages. I really enjoy the feeling of somebody putting pressure on my body. And since we can't do this, so last time I did an introduction, I asked us all to massage each other. Oh, thanks, Nori, that's quite nice. But if we can just take a moment, if you can just massage your hands or your feet, or just find a part of your body that needs a little bit of love. This is very important for me as part of my introduction, is just this moment to just breathe deeply and find these parts in our body that just need a little bit of care. I've actually, and as I talk, you can continue just to massage the bits that need it. I've actually, in the last year, I've refound my practice towards Buddhism. And so my world really is about creating space for gentleness and compassion. And I'm also really working into that around how I think around not only the theater I make, but the ways in which I connect with other people, especially during this time. Oh, what else do I do? Oh, I studied a master's as well, and I did that in terms of how to make theater for children, working with them as the dramaturg. So how do the children decide what the world is going to look like on stage, and really listening to their voices? That means a lot to me. I'm also a teacher and a facilitator, but I'm definitely practice-based. I like creating out of doing rather than necessarily thinking. Yeah. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for listening. And in order to invite the other next generation participants, oh, thank you for everyone for just massaging yourselves. It's nice to self-massage and watch everyone else also just take a moment. The next generation participants, we're not going to enforce who speaks when, but all we ask you to do is just use that little raise your hand icon, and Ryan, I think, will be there and he can pin you on the screen for us. And if you can introduce yourselves that way. So I open the floor to the next gen. Lisa. Fabulous.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I'll go first just because I have to leave a bit early to make sure. Oh, I can see myself. Strange. Hello, my name is Lisa Kusanagi. I'm from Japan. It's my first time seeing those kind of caption in the bottom while I speak. It's very strange. Briefly about myself. I'm a performance artist and choreographer, creative director. I was based in New York. Okay, let me go back. I'm born in Japan. I was born in Japan and raised in Sydney, Atlanta, and Tokyo, and had my first early education in Sydney, Australia, and then had education here in Japan until high school, and went to study in California for theater arts, study theater arts and dance, and continue my study at Hollins University for my Master's of Fine Arts, MFA in dance at Hollins University, while I also continue my study in Germany. So I've been gypsying around, but my main research is about movement and creative expression. And since those work are based in theater, I have my physical practice in the theatrical environment, but I was also involved in higher education more than young children education. What should I say? And later I was teaching at the university as an assistant professor in Mexico, and some like visiting artists in US. And now I'm a research associate at Obirin Daigaku, Oberlin University in Tokyo now, in the theater arts and dance department. And as I continue my research and involvement in higher education, I understand more and more that this kind of practice, physical theater practice, it has to start early in early education, which helps, you know, us human to grow in a more kinesthetically and physically, emotionally connected human being. So I decided to join this program, and I'm very thankful for being here. Unfortunately, I have to leave in 30 minutes, so I don't think I can get to see everyone, but I'll try to record it or see the recording of it. But very nice to meet you, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you. Who else who would like to share and introduce next? Siri, and then Hiroko.
Okay, can I go first? Let me. Sorry, I'm not sure how it works. How can I turn down my hand? I'm just gonna ignore it. Hello everyone, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Sari. I'm from Japan. I live in Saitama. I'm a co-founder of Mochinosha Puppet Company with my partner. He's a Canadian artist. So we run an international puppet company. And I'm a director and a shadow puppetry designer. So let me share my work using this screen share because it's a bit hard to explain. It's not right. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, it's a bit embarrassing. Yes. Okay. So we do mostly shadow puppetry show, and our shadow puppetry is a bit unique. We show every puppetry operation in front of the audience, like in front of the screen, so the audience can see what we do. We use like hundreds of colored puppets in like 50 or 60 minutes. So kind of simultaneously we talk, like we do voices of different characters to create. Our main goal is to create a live cinematic experience. Yeah, and we've made dozens of shows, and we mostly perform in Japan and Canada because my partner is Canadian, but we've also performed in other countries like China, Brazil, America, Indonesia, like 8 countries in total, 35 cities. Yeah. So yeah, you can see this, like it's our style. We hold up like puppets and show it to like a big screen. Yeah.
Sorry, we can't see your share at the moment. You need to just
really?
try again. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is our photos. I'll explain again. So this is us, and we hold up puppets to the big screen, and we have like hundreds of puppets. It's all cut out and it's designed by me, and yeah, painted as well. And I'd like to show you how it looks like when it moves. So we did a show, like very recent show is last December, while like there was a COVID happening and it was a bit difficult. But we did a show with live streaming, and this is us using 2 overhead projectors, and we collaborated with 1 actor / musician. It's a Christmas Carol show. And this is actually yeah, collaboration of acting, human acting and shadow puppetry. Yeah, so like you can see, actor is interacting with a shadow we operate in front of the audience. So it's a bit like in movie there's like a animation with live action, but it's happening in live with shadow puppetry. This is our new thing we started last year. Yeah, and also because of the COVID time, we couldn't do performing for 6 months. No, 3 or 4 months, which is, I think it's lucky. Most other people from other countries cannot perform still nowadays, but we've been able to perform since last August, which was lucky, but in like 3 or 4 months, we didn't have any performance, so we started creating a kind of shadow animation as well for people to watch online. So this is a music video by this musician called Shinya Tama, and he asked us to make a music video. So we did it entirely by shadow puppetry. It's using 3 overhead projectors and shooting it by 1 camera. And it's a song. It's a homage to John Lennon's Words Over. And it has a very good message. It's called Love and Peace from Karuizawa, because John Lennon used to come to Karuizawa Hotel in Japan every year. So yeah, and we made like 100 puppets for this music video, which is about 5 minutes. So please watch this for maybe 1 minute and my presentation will be finished. Okay, thank you for watching, and that's what we do. We try to put lots of messages to people, which is we think is very important, and try to reach people's heart, like young children and also adult audiences as well. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm very excited to get to know you guys. I'm a bit sad that because I thought we can meet up in person, drink a lot, but maybe hopefully next time we can maybe see each other in person. But try to communicate with you online as much as possible. I have several shows coming up this weekend. That's the schedule is very tight, so I might not be able to participate in all of the meetings, but I'll try my best to be there. Thank you.
Thank you. Who can go next? Who says?
Can I say some?
Of course.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, I have to go in 5 minutes. So I'm sorry. すいません。はい、I'm Hiroko Iwai. Yeah, Japanese and Japanese and Japanese. I'm so sorry, but I am a director in the theater in Japan and sometimes in Germany or in England or some. And I am also a writer in theater. And I'm also teacher in high school and junior high school in Japan. And my subject is social study. It's not theater, it's not drama. My subject is sometimes world history, Japanese history, social study, sometimes economic or some. I was thinking I really want to mix up educational thing and theater thing. So its project is really, I'm so interested about this project. Yeah, I am a director in the theater, but you know, we have some problem in all over the world now. So I'm trying to direct with some limit because we have a lot of limit now. So for example, last year I had some show in the theater, but we use some distance on the stage, and we didn't do some talk like this. We just talk like this to audience because we have good enough distance to audience, but we don't have enough distance on the stage. But I found in the limit, it's if we have a limit, it's good. It's good way to how to play, you know, play. So it was, I thought it's good opportunity for us because if we have some limit, I think we have free thinking. Yep. So it's yeah, I think I have to finish, and I thought I have a lot of time, but now unfortunately I'm in business trip, so I'm in hotel in Tokyo. I'm from Hyogo, but so maybe I can. I will have same situation tomorrow. For example, maybe I can join 1 year or half 1 hour or half an hour. So, but I will do my best and to join this program. Thank you.
Thank you. Please do not hesitate to pop in the podcast. I know you have your own schedules. We will do the best, right, Jane?
That is part of what it means to also do an online platform. We know that people can only do the best that they can do, and we're holding a space that will accommodate for that. So you don't feel left out or that you feel like it's all part and parcel of this online world.
Thank you so much. So yeah, now I have to go. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Who can go next? How shall I speak? How shall I call your name?
Hello, everyone. My name is Fazale. Hello. I'm from Iran. I'm Iranian. I'm 35 years old. I hope I had a bachelor degree in painting and a master degree in illustration. And I have been teaching at the university for 9 years, and I'm the illustrator of the book for children and adolescents. And I'm an art teacher at the Center of the Intellectual Development of Children and of Iran. And I have been working in theater for about 10 years, especially in children's theater. And at first I entered the theater as a puppet in the theater. And I work as a stage designer, puppet designer, puppet show, storyteller, playwright, assistant director, actresses, and director. I'm also a teacher, theater and creative drama. Next year, after Corona and COVID, I will perform my play called the Mahu. There are all my skills, and I'm very happy to be with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I mean, your name is difficult to pronounce for me, so sometimes I struggle to call your name. Okay. Who is next? Lin or Rebecca, which go first? Both of you hand up. Shall we say, Rebecca, can you do that? Your self-introduction.
Yes, please. I'll be going next.
Thank you.
Okay, so hello, good morning from Nigeria. My name is Rebecca Maulome Kadunu. You don't have to specify, just say Rebecca. I am 29 years old and I am a TYA budding practitioner. I lecture with the Department of Theatre and Performing Arts in Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Nigeria. It may interest you that I was a participant of a sort of TYA when I was a child, and it helped build my confidence over time. And it's part of the reason why I'm so much passionate about TYA generally. If you look through my CV and my resume, everything about me, there is one thing that's usually not written there, and it's the fact that I can actually dance even without music, like, hey, 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 hey. Okay, so what do I do in TYA? I'm a facilitator, a dramaturg, a storyteller, a drama teacher, as I've said, as a lecturer, and a theater maker. My first experience in TYA in recent years was as a student in my third year, where we had the course Children's Theater in school. So we were made to go work with children in schools around, sometimes even in neighborhoods, like communities. You go bring these children together, and then you learn together with them. You do theater with the children, theater for the children, theater by the children. You learn songs, you learn songs from them, you teach them songs, you put together stories. It was just interesting, and I really felt fulfilled during that time in school. So when I left school, I found myself in a theater called the Teens Quest. There I became a dramaturg and a facilitator. I worked basically with children within the ages of 5 to 13, where we did stories around their experiences. And with that, people were able to share what they're going through, and then we use the stories there and then to help them solve those problems. At some point, we had performances on screen, like television, but for us at the theater then, it was not our priority. Our priority was the process, how the children come into the theater space, somewhere they can really trust, where they can call a safe space for them to learn and to relax and to share experiences and to have solutions to the problems. It was really fulfilling for me. So currently I teach children's theater in the same school I studied. So it's like now teaching what I have learned over time. So I teach young students in their third year on creative dramatics, CIE, DIE, child psychology, and just basically how to understand children's rights and work with children. So they go around, they go to schools, they go to churches, they go to neighborhoods and communities to work with children. So every year we have this children's festival. So they bring all these children together into a common space, and then we work with them. We see what they have done over the weeks that these students, facilitators have been working with them. So I also work with them. I will teach them songs. I will learn from them. You know, we create a lot of things together, and it's been really fulfilling. Also, I'm currently lecturing and running my master's program, and my master's research work is on understanding the use of applied theater in understanding the effects and the causes of aggressive behavior in children. So my focus is actually children's theater. And this time around, I'm not just going to work with random children on the street or go to schools or go to churches or just neighborhoods. I'm going to orphanages. So I'm working with children in orphanages to create stories from their experiences, what it means not to have like what we call the family that we have, father, mother, but they are just in a common space with facilitators and someone who is like the chief matron looking over them. So I'm creating stories with them, and it's really coming alive. So that is what I do. If there is any superpower that I have, it's about singing. I love to sing, and I love to create stories. So I teach students children's songs. You know, so I would love to end my presentation, my introduction, with one of the songs. I would sing an English song so that everybody will get it. And it goes by, friends are like flowers, beautiful flowers. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. Are you a rose? Are you a lily? Are you a morning glory? You can be what you and I will be me, but we'll still be friends in the garden of life. But we'll still be friends in the garden of life. Over.
Thank you very much. So beautiful song.
Thank you.
So, Lynn, can you do your introduction because you?
Yes. Sure. Can everyone hear me? Yes. Okay. So hi everyone. My full name is Pat Chang Mỹ Linh, but I go by Ling or Valerie. Either one is okay. I'm a theater and puppetry artist based in Hanoi, Vietnam. And most of my practices are experimental theater or contemporary puppetry. But besides my personal practice, I am also the founder and artistic director of Machan Ensemble, which is a performing arts collective with a focus on socially engaged and inclusive practices. So I'm using two devices right now because I want to show you guys my ensemble's working space. So right now I am in the studio. So I would just walk you guys through my space while I introduce about my works. Okay, so this is the living room, I guess. And we just moved into this new space, so you guys will be the very first group of people to visit. This is the working space. My main storytelling language is movement, puppetry, and breath. So this is a puppet that I am working on for Unima, Korea. So this is traditional paper from Korea, hanji, and just making something for World Puppetry Day, which is yesterday. And that one over there, the gigantic one, is also one of the puppets from Machan's most recent show, which we will be touring again in May. So I'm going to walk over to, this is our rehearsal space. Sorry, let's search the next. Okay, and these are the puppets. Let me get you guys. Okay, so this is a Little Peanut. This is the big Little Peanut, and she's our main actress for a show called Little Peanut and the Sneeze Theory. And then this is the Little Peanut with her family, and she's the smaller version of the other one, and she belonged to a different show which we toured in 2017 across Vietnam. And this is the program from Pesta Boneca, which I think there should be Sari and her partner in here with
Yes.
ensemble.
Are you there?
Yes, I was there. I do remember
Wow.
you. That,
Oh, wow.
before-
Nice to see you again. That's cool.
Yes. Okay. So yes, our the ensemble's focus audience group is not always children, but we do work with a lot of children, and you do have a connection with young people. So for example, Little Peanut is a series, series of performances. All of them feature a young heroine, a young girl as the main character. And we, with different shows, we explore her at a different time in her life. So like I said, the little version is a younger version of Little Peanut, and she's, in that show, she explores the idea of dreams, of having a dream, of having an impossible dream of becoming a pilot. And then a bigger version deals with more difficult questions. So we are going to perform again in May. Right now we're in rehearsal and preparing for a new version of Little Peanut and the Sneeze Theory to perform at a different, so the show premiered last year in Hanoi. This time we're taking it to another town. So I should mention that the situation of Corona in Vietnam is being handled, has been handled quite well. So throughout last year, we were able to perform. We're able to, I was able to do, to create 3 new shows and premiere them in last year, actually. So that is a lot more than the usual, because usually I would be traveling to different countries doing different things all the time. But this, the past year, it was kind of I can't say blessing, because it's not, but it presented some new opportunities for us to focus on our local audience, to work with the environment and the context around us. And so for this year, we are right now we have 2 different projects. One is a collaboration project with Hijinks Theatre in Wales, UK, and Tao, which is an organization in Vietnam. They work with children on the autistic spectrum. So we will be working with those 2 parties to create a new show using AR, which is augmented reality technology. So we are going to, we have been working on that and going to show it sometime in September, August. So we do have a lot of Zoom meetings. But yeah, I think that's me.
Thank you very much. Thank you for showing your room. And well, we want to leave 15 minutes for question from you guys. So how many people rest? 1, 2, 3, 4 people.
And Aziki's got a video as well. 5.
5. So slightly, if we can finish this self-introduction around 45, 6:45, that would be great. But be aware of the time, please. Who can go next? So Kenda, shall we go? Is this pronunciation right? Kinda. Sorry.
Kida, I'm Kida. Kida.
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to introduce myself briefly, very briefly, because we have no more time today. I was also participating in the 2015 Next Generation in Berlin, and I'm happy to participate too again. And thank you, Ashish and you people for hard working for this program. I'm Kedas Sesa. Okay. I'd like to share the screen. Okay. Okay, and I'm Kedas Sesta from Kathmandu, Nepal. Nepal is also known as the land of world's highest peak of Mount Everest, and the birthplace of Gautam Buddha. And as a theater artist, I write. Sometimes I write play, and sometimes I also act and direct. And I'm also active in establishing and nurturing theater for children and young people in Nepal. At the same time, I write stories for children, and I have been producing and directing children's film also from last year. This is Junuko Juta. It's my latest film. This film was screened in many more film festivals, and then.
Sorry to interrupt, Keda. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but we're not seeing your shared screen.
Yeah. Okay. Not.
Still not seeing it. No.
And screen.
It's coming. There we go.
Can you see?
Yes, we can. Thank you so much.
Yes. This is Mount Everest in Nepal, and it's the highest peak of the world. And this is my book, children's story book, picture book, June. And I'm also working in children's film in Nepal. So this is Junuko Jutta, the shoes of the the shoes of a little girl. This is title. This film is awarded film and official selection in more festival. I'm institutionally, I am the founder of Theatre Center for Children in Nepal. This is the logo of Theatre Center for Children, and we call it in short form TCC Nepal. And I'm also secretary of Ashites Nepal, Nepal, and our president Dipasan Janrana. Then similarly in Nepal, there are only 10 theater. There are only 10 theater in professional theater as a black box theater. I'm artistic director of Theatre Mall Nepal. This is Theatre Mall Nepal. We are constantly in theatre. Our slogan is we are constantly in theatre. This is the Black Box Theatre in Kathmandu, and I have on information. This year we are planning for Nepal International Children Theatre Festival. We are organizing in this 2021. And then we also prepare theater production for children, and for children, and with professional theater artists and with children too. We also we also work with children by running drama club in different various schools in Kathmandu. We also run workshop for children in theater, and last year we also conduct a puppet theater workshop in Nepal in collaboration with Uttar Vision Theater Company, Japan. This time I want to give this information as Asitesh Japan is organizing this program. So thank you, Uttar Vision, for opportunity for last year. We are in Nepal. In Nepal, we don't have any government support here. We are trying to do our best, and maybe this is short introduce briefly myself. Thank you. This is our workshop for children. This workshop is organizing every year in 15 days, full days workshop for children. In Theatre Mall is in here is board. There is a text board in background. Nepal International Theatre Festival 2019. We are also one of the organizer of Nepal International Theatre Festival 2019, and we are planning for another session, another edition of this Nepal International Theatre Festival, and as well as we are organizing and International Children Theatre Festival also. This is our Black Box Theatre in Kathmandu. This is a theatre mall, Kirtipur Rangamans. We call it Kirtipur Rangamans. This small theatre, but nice for us, our children, in enjoying in workshop. They are saying hello to all to next generation participation. This is the photos of puppet workshop last year, and this is the logo of our Children's Theatre Festival, Nepal International Children's Theatre Festival, and this is the logo, and it's me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. How wonderful. The mountain in Nepal is so beautiful. Surprise. Who can go next? Oh, Hon Wong. Hon, is this right pronunciation?
It's Wong Hon Ching. Hon Ching Wong is also okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh, I would like to share screen. Yes, is
Wong Hon Ching.
Wong Hon Ching. Yes, my full name is Wong Hon Ching. You can call me A Ching. I would like to introduce myself. I'm living in Hong Kong, and I like dancing, hiking, reading, and swimming. I graduated from Hong Kong Academy for Performing Arts School, a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in drama, major in acting. And now I'm a freelance actress, scriptwriter, director, and drama educator. I would like to share some recently show with you all, which is meaningful for me. This show is called Grandpa's Colorful Code. It is such a challenging show for me because it is a one-woman show for kindergarten children, and there are so many elements and effects in the show I have to handle, such as storytelling, character inroad, puppet, and shadow puppets, and I also have to interact interactive with children and so on, but I do really enjoy the show. And this is another show called That's Me. In this show, I act as a drug addict teenagers. It is a new experience for me to show with some high school students. And I would like to share some children's and young theaters experience for you all. And I did some school touring in different schools using drama to promote some information and positive message for students, like such as get away from the drugs. And
I'm
then,
so sorry. I'm always the person to interrupt. I don't like doing that, but we're sorry to say we're only seeing the presentation stills. We're not seeing the stills moving from one to the next. So it's still on your first slide.
Oh,
so
really?
I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know if you're on presentation mode, but we're not on that same mode with you. So we're just seeing the
I
stills.
try again.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
can you
everyone-
start the slideshow, please?
Yes, can everyone see it? No?
Not yet. It's still on the first slide. If you can start the presentation. On the bottom left, the third icon from the left, bottom left of your screen, the little looks like a wine glass.
Maybe just forget.
Okay, you can do it that way if you like.
Okay. What am I saying? I would do some school touring I would do some school touring using drama to promote some positive message to the student, like such get away from the drugs and so on. And I've been actively involved in drama education since I graduated from the Hong Kong APA. Throughout the year, I had organized a number of young creative productions and workshops for various theatre companies, school and community centers. Through the drama education and touring performance, I have found the powerful of young theatre in which can guide children's positive develop in all aspects of their growth. And most of the time I work with child and young, I do encourage the student to share their feelings and experience of their life based on their sharing. And we have to we try to create a script which totally reflects their thoughts. And during the process, they can discover themselves and voice their opinions. And I believe it is an important experience for their growth. And in 2017, I found Drips Creations and become the artistic director of the groups. And I do some theater works and also a street performance. And also because of COVID-19, our theater had almost closed around a year. So we started to do some podcast drama and also a Facebook experimental show. Yes. And the last thing I would like to share is why am I in this program? I think this program is very meaningful to me. Through this opportunity, I can appreciate many creative pieces of children's and young theaters around the world. And I can also learn from other artists through the discussion and the communication. And after the festival, I will bring the knowledge back to Hong Kong theaters and excavate the potential of the young theaters. And that's all of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, you can upload. You can share your slide through email later if you can. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And who can go next? Myung-hee.
Yeah, you can call me Myung-hee or just Go if it's difficult.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, my name is, you know what it is?
Sign language.
Yes, right. Korean Sign Language. Yeah, I just write. Yeah, my name is Myung-hee Go. Yes. Actually, I can speak Korean Sign Language, so I just want to show a little bit. Yeah. Actually, Jane, actually, I see what goes up when the South Africa Aesthetic Festival. I was so moved. So after coming Korea, yeah, I saw they, about your performance. So yeah, it's very impressive for me. I want to tell you first. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah. I am freelance actress and the solo performance. Actually, I was the member of the Korean theater. Oh yeah, I'm South Korean. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I was the member of the Korean theater group, the Booktellers Guild. Maybe you know the show Princess Pyongyang and Undalpool is presented in this festival, online festival. Yeah, the group played the show. I was the member of the group 6 years, during 6 years. Actually, I was the premier actress of the show and I made it. But now I got out of that team and last a few years. I'm freelance, so I make some projects and direct, and I write something and just do solo performance or yeah, many kind of things. And I will show you some photos. So and I will explain something. Okay, I'm not good at computers, so please give me time. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh. You can see it? Yes. Actually, it was the South Africa State Festival, Asian Night. I did a little mime solo performance in the time. So it's the movie of that.
Hi. Sorry to interrupt. I can only see the folders with photo files.
Please click on photo.
Oh, pardon?
I think you choose the whole screen instead of a PowerPoint slide, or I can see your PC screen, whole PC screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. It's okay.
I can say it now.
It's okay.
Yes. 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 It's the photo of my mime performance is a little magic with the object of the paper. So yeah, so I played the mime show in the Asian Nights of the South Africa State Festival. Yeah, and also yeah, it's the just when I do some kind of performance posters and photos, you can see that it changes. Yeah, many kinds of performances I did, and it's also I'm concerned about the blind children. So blind children and deaf children. So I learned sign language also last week. I took sign language interpreter certificate test, and also I meet the blind children. Just for them, I read a book for a month. So I made this performance. As you can see, every children and audiences wears their eye patch, so they can feel other senses. So it's for just one person performance. So they hear in the headphone, and I can touch and feed them, dance with them with no sight. Yeah, and it's also paper mask. This paper newspaper story. Yeah, so when I do my solo performance, I made all my props and all my music, and I write all things. I acting, all things. And it's last year's performance. It's for 1 year baby. So he's 1 year 1 year old. And I met them. So I also concerned about the very young baby drama. So actually I want to broaden the scope of what we usually say it's general. I want to genre can be bigger. But so I want to meet very young baby, and then this ability audience, so they can feel it's very general to see the theater. I want to make them so and okay, I can stop the share photo. And so actually my English is not good. So please understand my English. And so if I can't understand, please speak more slowly. But I think it's very good chance. Actually, in this January, I participated in NG Korea also as a participant. It was so nice to me to meet another country's artists and make videos in COVID situation. So I think it can be also very good chance to all of us. So nice to meet you. Thank you.
Maybe in Mindula Theatre Village. Yeah.
Oh, pardon.
You will participate in Mindula Theatre Village residency program.
No, it's different, but I know that group.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And in terms of speaking English, don't worry, that's always happen. And usually European centered or English speaker centered, so we always complain that. Okay, so and who can go? Well, now 10 to 7, but I mean, keep the self introduction. If we need more time, probably let's do tomorrow or extend 10 minutes. Let's discuss that after the final person. So who hasn't done yet?
I can share the video from Ari Suzuki.
Before that, can you go sorry, your pronunciation, Songrui?
Songrui.
Songrui.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Hello, everyone. 你好. Hello, my name is Songrui, and you can call me Erkin. Erkin is my Muslim name. Yeah, I'm 36 of the year, and on my birthday, I received the next Great Nations play. That is the best gift for me. I'm very happy. And I come from the city of Xinjiang. That is a city of China. Is in the northwest in the China. And I study the drama in the college. And now I'm a writer, director, produce and drama education for the children. And I hope that through the drama, so that more of my town's children can see the wonderful world. That is my wish. And our troupe performance 2,000 every year, and with 300 seats for the smallest and 1,600 for the largest. I hope the more the kids will see the children's play. That is my wish. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So Jane, could you share the film you have?
With pleasure. Is everyone seeing it?
Yes.
No sound.
My name is Irene. I am a dancer and choreographer. I went to school in New York and worked professionally in Europe and now based in Tokyo, Japan. I joined the project in 2018 in Okinawa. We created a dance theater work for teenagers and performed at Rika Festival and toured to Seoul, Korea and Taiwan. So it was my first experience to create something for younger audience. So now I'd like to introduce a little bit of my work, and the photo I am showing now is my latest piece. I created this and performed when I was 8 months pregnant. Next one. This is dance film. I collaborated with a filmmaker, and this is something I am very interested at the moment. I created a dance piece for theater to perform on the stage, and same concept and same theme, same ideas, but different medium. So this one is I created the dance performance piece first and transformed it to film piece, but with collaborating with other like filmmakers and light designers and other type of artists. This is my work I created and performed in Tokyo. This is a film another film piece. It's a behind the scene, and this is The Strangers, the title. It's a piece for teenagers performed in Okinawa. Okay, and this one I collaborated with my artist, a friend artist in France. I often create piece with dialogue text. So my piece is not only like a dance movement piece, it's quite often like a bit theatrical dance work, and I'm always interested in working with like a cultural issue or social issue, and to compare with my Japanese cultural background. So this is my work. And I'm always interested in meeting the new artists, the new types of performances, not only on the stage, but maybe like a different type of performances. Yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to meeting a new artist and exchanging some information, some different ideas, and learning from them at this occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So now all of you, we did self-introduction, I think. Then how shall we, well, actually 3 minutes to go. How shall we use? We can.
Yvette Hardy,
Yvette is
stepping
here.
down, stepping down, president of Asitej International, would like to say, if you would like to say hello before we close off the session. So Yvette, welcome to the space.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to be with you during the session. I was in a session about innovative responses to COVID during this time, which was really inspiring and amazing. And there are 4 more of those sessions happening on the Congress. So you can also watch that session because it's being recorded. And I'm going to get to watch your session sometime after this. I'm not sure when exactly, but hopefully very soon. And hopefully that'll give me a chance to get to know all of you. And welcome to Next Generation and welcome to Asitej. This is such a special program for us. For me personally, this program was happened for the first time in 2008. And that was also the first time that I met the International Asitej. So the program and I are equally young in Asitej. And the first time there was a Next Generation program was in Adelaide at the World Congress there. And at the time, the idea was that this program would really be an opportunity to bring new voices into the organization, emerging artists perhaps who hadn't been working in TYA, they might have been working very successfully in other fields, but now suddenly they wanted to dip their toe into working for young audiences. And it's been such a generative space. It's been a space where we've just seen so much exciting work happen over the years and such a beautiful community of really exciting artists from across the globe coming together in amazing ways. So thank you for joining us on this journey. We're really excited to have you with us, and we're really sorry that you can't all be with one another in the flesh. I'm sure you're all feeling that strongly, but I think that this gives us another kind of opportunity and we should grab it with both hands. So please enjoy the Congress, enjoy being together. If you've got any questions, anything you want to know, if you want to chat to me on the side, you're very welcome to. I'm going to put my, I've got various emails, but let me put my emails into the chat here. So you're very welcome to reach out
by email or on WhatsApp or on Facebook Messenger or whatever is easiest for you. And I look forward to getting to know you and hearing about your work. So thank you.
Thank you, Yvette. So guys, she knows everything about QA in the world, so you should ask lots of questions.
No, I'm still learning, don't worry.
And can you talk, Jen, can you talk about tomorrow? How you?
Yeah, so let's just also wrap up the session. Thank you to everyone who's been with us, who's shared with us, who's just been present. It's been really wonderful to get these small pockets of insights into each of you, and through the next 10 days to get to know even more. I'm really excited about this group that have come together. So tomorrow, James will be doing your private session with you. Again, for those, now we know they're puppet people, so you have puppets on hand, music instruments for those of you who have on hand, but just an open, generous spirit is all you really need to bring. And as Yvette says, the program is running throughout, so please feel welcome to join the sessions that you are available to do. And then also we can start to talk about when we can maybe do shared screenings together or something like that, just to make it feel a little bit more communal. So yeah, we'll keep talking and checking in with each other.
And also, I think probably you got some question from today's session. So probably you can ask these questions tomorrow. And the next generation program, yes, me, Jane, James are facilitating this, but this program is really for you guys. You can decide what you want to do through the session. So please give us idea of what you want to do tomorrow. Okay, so if you don't have any specific particular urgent question right now, we are going to close this session. Anything else you want to say? You guys want to say? Okay.
Any question? Any question at any time is welcome. It's online. We have different time. We have different time zones. We'll be awake 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, we are actually using matchsticks. Like, right, Yvette?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
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 Tomorrow or later or other session.